suspended for 11 games after it was originally, I think, like 5 or 6 games. But I guess in the new collective bargaining agreement that the players signed off on dumbly, that Roger Goodell has the final say. So
I'm
he appealed the decision and gave him 11 million. I
I
mean,
mean,
not 11 million, 11 game suspension and 5 million penalty.
if you don't know, let me just give you a quick synopsis of what's been going on. I know you like that big word. So, Deshaun Watson used to be a Houston Texans. He ain't want to be a Houston Texan no more because they gave up on him.
Well, the team was garbage. Like most teams in Houston, they're never gonna succeed because when you live in a garbage town,
And you got neck
garbage things
tattoos.
happens.
Exactly. So as soon as he didn't want to be with them no more, all these allegations came up. He had like 20 different women came up saying he was exing for Handy and it was getting too vicious.
Whoa,
I said Handy.
hanky panky.
I know, but like it's crazy. I still don't understand. Well, we're not gonna talk on that. So even though he went to the judge said yes, you're right. Deshaun Watson has done all this unthinkable stuff, but at the same time, the way that the NFL works is they don't really punish people. It's like Gavin. Gavin graduated high school, and I'm still wondering why. I guess because he played football.
Uh, Actually, there's way more reasons. It's because I live in
He
Texas
got that P Diddy.
and our education system here is garbage, but it's still better than Florida's. So I'm just a smidge smarter than you, which is not that great because we're both like in the last five. We're like in the bottom 45 out of
That's not what they
50.
said in our Reddit pages. They said you got that by wow.
No, see, you took the joke. You took it. You took it. I think I said that when we actually had that topic. But boy, do I have a surprise for y'all later about one of our later stories and about my co-host. So strap yourself in because it's gonna be story time.
But back to what we were saying. So Deshaun Watson, the judge said he was guilty of all this stuff, but we only give him 6 games because you don't really care. We remember Ray Rice. We still remember that day.
Yeah, how's Ray Rice still walking around? Didn't he murk somebody and
No,
then?
his wife. Remember the elevator incident with his wife? He,
Oh yeah,
it was nasty. Remember he. We ain't gonna talk about that, but
he hit her with a Stone
so
Cold Steve Austin.
So since the NFL is trying to be greedy and they want all the money, they want female viewers. So this didn't look good when he received the 6 game suspension. So they're like, nah, we want the whole year.
But they didn't. The Browns actually helped him, which we
Yeah.
might have to look at the Browns for being bad because they gave him a big contract, but they put that he only made $1 million in his first year because they knew he was going to be suspended most of the first year. So they gave him the minimum amount they could for the first year's contract, so he would lose the least amount of money.
So he's making like a 1 million, like $2 million one first year. Then the second year is like 46 million.
Yeah,
So this year he only has to pay like back like $400,000,
yeah.
and then next year he's gonna pay the rest of the money. But like
He has to
the
pay the fine, but as far as him losing game checks, I mean, when they set it they set it up for him to win still, even though like
exactly.
they're just gonna wait for this. They're like, we'll have one more bad season, and then next year you're free to go.
And like, how would you feel if
Oh, and
you
he's coming back against the Texans. So
exactly like how that's a setup. Like first off you wanted 12 games, they gave him 6, and then this dumb Article 46 rule they have where like the NFL gave up their rights to Roger Goodell. He's like the big D. He makes all the decisions. Basically,
so we're making decisions.
exactly. And then like he comes back and say, "Oh no, we wanted 12, then you got 6. Now we want the whole year. But you know what? You paid the Texans on week 11. We're gonna let you come on week 11." It makes no sense. In the NFL, no fun
They're
league.
phonies. That's
Hey,
why I barely watch them anymore. We're all about the NBA.
but before we move on to the next topic, I need you to tell them a time where your football privileges got you out of a debacle, Gavin. Let the fans know.
Oh yeah, one time I oh yeah, we had a really big playoff game coming up, and we were taking a test in history class. And my
Hitchery.
defense in my the one of the defensive coaches, I forget which position he coached, but he was my teacher, and he's like, "Oh, you gotta go watch film with your coach." So he let me get out of class and go.
What?
And then like I was like, Coach, but I missed the test. You know what? I was gone like the whole period. And he's like, oh, that test? He's like, I think you got a 95 on that test. Does that sound good? And I was like, I think I did get a 95, Coach.
Oh
So
God.
that is one time that it definitely helped me. But I was good in history. I like history. I like war, and
And lunch. You like lunchtime. That's your
everyone
favorite
likes
time.
lunch. But history was one of my favorites. So I was already good in that class, but I wish I would have got help in you know uh one of my science classes or something.
But speaking of help, looks like this next topic